It's time.
Time to meet the women who make a living around fast cars.
Hello, ladies.
This is Women Take the Wheel.
Sit down, strap in, and turn on all you got.
Nikki Clark is taking you behind the scenes.
You're ready to win. Let me tell you, these cars, they get up and go pretty good.
Introducing you to women drivers, crew members, and fans of the racing world. Plus, Nikki is bringing you the latest racing news in Indiana and beyond.
We're going to bring it to you from the tower as they get ready to pull into the beam.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
All right, strap yourselves in.
Woo! Getting off the track and in your ears. This is Women Take the Wheel.
Come on, baby.
With your host,
Here we go.
Nikki Clark.
Hi, I'm Nikki Clark, your host for Women Take the Wheel, here on the All Indiana Podcast Network. And today it's part 2 of my PRI interviews. In this podcast, I have 2 ladies with incredible stories. First up is Gerda Joon, and she tells us how she followed her dream of drag racing from the Netherlands to the USA. And when she isn't at the track, she's the best in the nation at her day job. And then it's Dina, Parise. She tells us how she went from figure skating in the Ice Capades to driving a pro mod and what's next for her. Stay tuned.
Your day moves fast. Your news should too. That's why there's a new and improved Wish TV app bringing you more local news, breaking alerts, live streaming, weather forecast, radar, and Indiana sports all in one place. Customize your news feed to see the stories that matter most to you and get the information you need when you need it. Download the new and improved Wish TV app today on iOS or Android and take News 8 with you everywhere.
First up is Gerda Joon, crew chief at Lex Joon Racing. So, welcome to Women Take the Wheel, PRI Edition. I'm with Gerda Joon, crew chief for the Lex Joon Top Field team. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good. Are you having fun at this big event?
Oh, it's always a blast. The racing season is over and we're looking forward always to the PRI because you can talk with everybody and get ready for next year.
Yeah, you're not stuck at the track when you're like still kind of in competitive mode. This is more like, hey, we're friendly now.
Yeah, it is low-key over here and it's nice and relaxed. So you've got actually time to talk to people. Normally we're in a trailer discussing tune-ups, what to do with the race car. And over here, I even get faces with names now where I'm
yes.
like, I talk to you a lot and I'm like, oh, that's what you look like.
Yeah, you don't have a hat on.
Right.
I saw somebody, I'm like, I don't recognize you without all the tire on your face, you know? She's like, yes, I have makeup on. I'm like,
yeah, or they even tell my husband, hey, I know now what you look like because you always wear a helmet and you only sit this piece.
And as you noticed from the accent, you came across the pond to come race.
Yes.
And where did you start racing and where are you from, so you can tell everybody?
So I'm originally from the Netherlands. I started selling tickets at a local racetrack in the Netherlands. It was an old airfield from Mr. Phillips who does all the light bulbs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
Yep. And they converted it 3 times per year to a racetrack. And I did at a certain point all the racing secretary. So I sent out all the invitations and, well, went to Germany one time, ran into Lex, and here we are.
And you knew you always wanted to work on a race team then?
Well, I knew I liked racing, but I like racing in general. So, but as a girl, saying you like racing, that was where I come from a little, that's not done. But love at first sight and...
And how did you learn then? How did you get your skills working on a top fuel car? Because most people, they're not exposed to it. So where did you get the skills to learn how to do?
So when I met Lex for the first time, he ran alcohol funny car. And we got ready for that season and I helped him out because we had the race car in the shop.
Yeah.
And we started working after hours on the race car and we did mostly of it together. We have a volunteer crew, so 9 out of 10 they were doing their day jobs and in the weekends they would come over, but during the week after hours we were working on the race car and he taught me everything. He knows the cars inside out, every nut, bolt, everything. So he's a great teacher.
And so how did you make the decision to say, hey, we want to go to the USA and we want to race over there with NHRA?
We basically want everything in Europe there is to win at every racetrack. We set European records. He's an FIA European champion. We went to the FIA award ceremony in Monaco, where Michael Schumacher was there.
Wow.
Fernando Alonso was the FIA Formula One champion that year. And we were like, well, the next step up is racing in the USA. So we shipped everything in 2009 to run Vegas and Pomona, and we head over heels fell in love with how things go over here, and here we are.
And you guys, you run a smaller team, you run a limited schedule.
Yes.
But I love it, you guys were the never quit team.
Yes.
And I love that. And we were even just talking too, even, they'll lose a round, but you still see these guys cheer because they're like, they got the great attitude. It's like, guess what? We did it. We got our personal best. I don't care what that light says. We did great, and I love that so much.
Well, we come to the racetrack with a plan. The good thing is we're husband and wife. We can talk 24/7 about the race car and our race program. Before we go into a race weekend, we always make a plan. Like Gainesville last year, where the weather was so iffy and so weird. Eventually, they only had one qualifier.
Yes.
Before we went to Gainesville, we already kind of expected that could happen, so we made sure that our tune-up was ready for that just one run qualifier.
Smart.
Which worked out because Sean Langham, Leah,
Yes.
and Tom Brown were not qualified, and we were.
Yes.
So you gotta come with a plan and stick to it, as difficult as it is. But you talk about it at home, which is more relaxed in sense of the high pressure at the racetrack, and 9 out of 10 it works out for us. But we can only spend our dollar once, and that's what we do.
And here's my other question then. When you are married and work together, how does it drive you? How do you balance that?
Yeah, it's a steep ladder, but that was also good for our marriage because you either you make it or you don't. I know in racing there's a lot of marriages that have issues, but because we work so intense and the highs are high and the lows are really low, but you get through it together. So you understand the other person where you say, I had a bad run, and you're like, yeah, I get it, but there's always a but.
Yes.
It's the same when we run a personal best. Yeah, it was great. We ran a personal best. We're cheering on the starting line because we got no budget at all. We do it all from our paychecks. And I see a number on the board that I've never seen before, and I'm like, that's a win for us.
And I love it.
So he's always like, yeah, but it could have been faster.
It can always be faster.
That's when we ran the first time 300 miles in Europe, which was a big deal over there because the tracks are completely different over there. We were cheering. We were honking the horn in the tow vehicle when we drove to the end of the track, and he was like, what's going on? I'm like, you went over 300 miles an hour. And he's like, yeah, it was okay. It could have been faster. I felt this. I felt that.
Oh my God, he's so calm.
Yes. Oh, I'm the master person, and he is always keeping me calm so I can do what I gotta do.
And see, that's it. And so you brought up again too, you go to where you can, but you guys have full-time jobs when you're not racing.
Yep, he is a truck driver during the week, and I work at O'Reilly Auto Parts. I sell auto parts. The good thing is I work on a commission, so the more parts I sell, the higher the commission, and we can spend it on racing again.
There you go. And you recently got an award too, I heard.
Yes, I was. In July, I was top salesman of the nation of all the O'Reilly Auto Parts stores.
Oh my God, that's huge.
And in January, I got to go to Texas because I'm country salesperson of the year.
That is amazing. See, I mean, accomplishments on and off the track are so great.
Well, we like big targets and we like to win.
Yeah, exactly. Those are competitive on the racetrack and off the racetrack.
Yes, I like to beat everybody.
And so what do you guys have, any solid plans yet for next year?
We're working already to see if we can go to Gainesville next year since the season starts over there.
Yeah, that's kind of good.
And then it will be the first one for everybody. So, and from there on, we'll see whatever we can do, we're going to do it.
That is great. I love talking to you because, like I said, I never quit attitude, and they have it on their car, they have it on their trailer, and that's what you got to do. Yeah, on the shirt. You got to do that when you're working.
Yeah.
And so
that's the only way for us to do it because it's really easy to quit. And we've had many times where we were like, well, when our green card got approved, right? Now what do? Well, do we really want to go to the U.S., leave everything behind, and take that leap? And it was not easy.
No, I'm like, no.
But
Country.
I told them at a certain point, here's the deal. If you don't do it, you're going to regret it the rest of your life. Because you always got to think, what if? And now we are here, and we know why we are here. We know we can do this because we've done it in Europe as well. And I know it's different over here, but it's still a race car.
Yeah.
So we're going to put all our heart and soul in it. And eventually, like this year, we did personal best after personal best after personal best. I think we beat Steve Torrance by this much because it was 394 both on the board. So we're really close, and we're getting there, and we like to surprise some people.
Yeah, as I say too, you like to hurt some feelings.
Yeah, well, that too.
You love doing that. And where can people find you, social media, so they can follow your team and your journey?
We're on Twitter, Lex June. We're on Facebook, Lex June Racing. Instagram, I think we put a reel up earlier this week. It has over 30,000 views.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, so all the social medias, we're all there.
And one last piece, what's your advice for women who want to get into motorsports?
Don't let anybody tell you you can do it. I'm the proof that whatever you want to achieve in your life, you can do it. And it does not matter, because the race car does not know that I'm a girl that's tuning it.
No, it doesn't.
And it doesn't care. But the number on the board does. So if you're a little girl and you think, I want to do something in motorsports, but it's all men, I'll prove them everybody wrong.
I love that. Thanks so much. And next is Dina Parise, also a social media guru, which we'll talk about. Okay, we're back at PRI, Women Take the Wheel, and I'm with Dina. I love her. She is so sweet.
Oh, thank you.
And you're known for driving Pro Mod.
I am.
But the thing I love about her is it's kind of, you made the jump from one career to another. You were an ice skater.
I was a professional figure skater for the Ice Capades, which is defunct now. A lot of people don't remember it, but yeah, I was a professional skater for the Ice Capades. And actually, they are so aligned, people don't realize it.
Really?
You know, with Ice Capades, we went to a different city every week, played these venues, which we had played every year consistently. And it's the same thing going racing, because we're going to different racetracks, and we're seeing the same people. You know, autographs and everything. It's really the same thing. You know, I never thought about it like that. I traded my sequence for a fire suit.
But which one do you like better? They both love. They both love.
Yeah, they have a different love.
I love it. And so when did you decide you wanted to drive? Like, we know you did this, but when did you like, I want to race?
It's really funny. It's much to my husband's dismay. So years ago, we had gone to Maple Grove. My husband had an 1100 horsepower Camaro with a BDS blower, and I watched him go down the racetrack the very first time, and I fell in love with the sport. I fell in love with the sport. I fell in love with the people. The vibe of the whole thing was incredible to me. Such a family vibe. And the next season, I went to Frank Hawley Drag Racing School, and
the rest is history.
Yeah.
And now, I know you drove Pro Mod. What other cars have you driven?
So I actually went in that Camaro first.
Okay.
So I ran Super Gas first for about a season and a half. And then I told my husband I got bored.
Oh.
I wanted to go faster. I love the Camaro, but I really wanted to go fast. I had the need for speed, so I wanted to go faster. And he had actually purchased me a 67 RSSS, thinking I was like top sportsman. And I was like, so when he came home with it, I was like, honey, I really want to go Pro Mod racing. He was like, what? So actually my brother bought that body, and they did that as a project together, which was fantastic. And then I got my first Pro Mod, and we had his and hers at the time, which was great.
That's so cool. I love the couples that race together.
It was a lot of fun. You know, though, I gotta tell you, he needs a car now, because he spends a lot of time trying to tell me what to do, tell me how. We're completely different drivers. So I'm like, I don't drive like you. Stop telling me how to drive.
We have totally different tastes.
He's a backseat driver, even though there isn't a backseat, and there's a backseat driver.
And I've seen the picture, and you have to explain it. The picture of him in the tutu working on your car. How did that hand up?
So because of my skating background, when we were running IHRA in 2015, there was a bet made about winning the championship. He lost the bet. And I said, well, here you go. and all of my crew had to wear tutus, and they lit up.
Oh, I didn't know they lit up.
Yeah, there's a video. I'll have to shoot you the video over. Yeah, there's a video of him, Butch, my crew guy, and Queen Stott, who is IHRA champion himself, and he has the Southeast Gasos now, and all of them wearing tutus on the line. And it's become a bit of a tradition now. So, I was like, oh, it's tutu time. We bust out the tutus.
You gotta have fun.
Yeah.
You gotta have fun when you do this.
Gotta have fun.
And now you kind of transition the social media part. You have really embraced, and you're one of the people I know, first people I knew from like racing to be like, hey, this social media thing's big. Y'all got to jump on board. Yeah. And you did that, and you've now skyrocketed.
I mean, I did Facebook from 2009 or 10.
That's where I first recognized you.
Forever ago. Yeah, when I had the Corvette, the 63, and and then it was like nobody was really embracing it. Even my husband was like, "Oh, that social media." Blah, blah, blah. I can't really say what he said.
Yeah.
And then I said to him, "No, it's the thing." It took me a while. I was like, TikTok, no, I can't do it. I can't. And TikTok has become the best thing. Such great engagement. People ask questions, and that's where I do a lot of featured safety videos where I teach people about safety, because so many people do kind of take it for granted.
Oh, yes, I've
and
seen it, yes.
I always say, fire burns at 0 miles per hour, so there's that. And so we do a lot of safety. A lot of people ask me questions about how to get into the industry, so I try to kind of guide them that way. And I hope I inspire other people to get into such an amazing industry. Male, female, whatever. So
when you were driving Pro Mod, I don't think there are a lot of women who are driving yet.
In Pro Mod, not as many women. I felt like there were more women now, which is fantastic. And we're looking at, we haven't been out since about 2018, and we are working our way back. We had gotten rid of our rig and everything, and we bought a new trailer, which is chronicled on my social media.
Yes.
And we redid the lounge, and I had to put like a tin ceiling, and my husband's like, it's not a house. I said, I don't care. I'm designing it. It's getting a tin ceiling.
Well, and you spend enough time in it.
Yeah.
It kind of is your house. So,
So, we just need something now to tow the trailer. We haven't gotten to that yet. We're looking, and we're going to look to come out, hopefully, and do some testing,
also very soon.
Well, hopefully in like the spring-ish. Yep. I'm having to reacquire safety equipment because everything's kind of out of date now.
Yeah. And they've changed, and you want to keep safety.
Yeah, we want to freshen it up, so I'm having to do that, which is an expense, and everything little by little.
Yeah, and that's what you're doing here, PRI show. You can get everything here.
Yeah, sure. We've made some changes to the car. We have a new blower on the car, fuel tech. So, and we have no data for any of that. So and I haven't been in this seat, so it's kind of like starting over a little bit. So I really kind of want to make sure that I have my feet planted the way I need them to be, because it is a powerful car, and they can be a little quirky.
And as we're talking about it too, because you can't tell it's tiny. I think you're tiny. You're so tiny, and you said you get that a lot.
I get people. A lot of people say to me, "Wow, you're a lot shorter in person." I even have shoes with like a little bit of a heel, but they're like, "You're a lot shorter in person." I'm like, "Oh, I look tall on TV. That's good."
Is it hard to handle the Pro Mod? I mean,
well, not really, because it's built for me. So the cockpit is mine. So I can reach everything. So can the 10-year-olds that come into my pit area. So they love that. Yeah. But yeah, it's I work out a lot. I lift weights. I try to eat well. I am in the over 50 range, so I just try to keep myself. I try to keep myself healthy, and just like anybody should.
And we just ran into each other while I was passing out donuts. So yeah.
But that's okay. I don't mind.
You didn't take any, but I did.
But I never mind a donut or two. Actually, my husband will tell you, I would forego dinner for dessert. I have done that many times.
I did that last night. I'm like, I gotta save room for dessert.
Eat just dessert instead of dinner.
And I'm like, a meatball fan, spicy meatball?
Yes, spicy meatball.
How'd you guys come up with that? Is that your slogan?
It's very funny. So it actually made me rebrand everything. Spicy meatball. So I was when I'm not racing, I like to engage with the fans. So when there's a race online, I get in the chat bleachers. And I was in the chat bleachers, and there was a troll in there, and he was causing a lot of trouble. And it was my name, and I said, let me just change my
Yeah.
name? And I just wrote spicy meatball, like just
Yeah.
out of the blue. Well, it stuck. Because then everybody, when I came back in the chat room
Yeah.
the next time, everybody was like, hey, spicy meatball. And I was like, oh, okay. And I am known, you can ask Chad Reynolds and Brian McTaggart, we were just talking about this. I am known for my spaghetti and meatballs, so.
Very
yeah.
Italian.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Just
I
a
get the Italian vibe for you.
Just a little.
Well, East Coast.
Just a little.
Yeah. No, there's a little bit. So what advice would you have for girls and women who want to be like, you know what, I want to race now? What advice would you give to them?
The first thing I want them to think about is that don't think of it as I'm a girl trying to get into this industry. Think of it as I'm a person who's passionate and wants to be in this industry. Figure out what you want to be. If you don't want to be a driver, there's plenty of other things
Yes,
you can do.
absolutely.
Your thing is,
Nope, that's okay.
there's plenty of other things that they can do. You know, if you want to be a chef on a team, there's that. If you're great with computers, fantastic. So there's a lot of different avenues that people can take, especially women. You know, women in STEM is such a big thing now.
Yes, we've been working with other teams on it.
Yeah, so we really want to encourage that and let them know, don't think about being of the female persuasion. Just think about being a person who's passionate and wants to get into the industry.
I love it. And since we have talked about social media, where can everybody find you and follow you?
So if you just, you can go to my website, which is Dina Parise Ventures. If you just Google Dina Parise, you can probably find me. TikTok, Insta, Facebook, and it's all there. And hop on. It's always me. There's no like man behind the curtain.
Yes.
So and if you would like to partake, we spend a lot of time making fun of my husband on social media. It's a bit
I love that.
Yeah, it's a bit of a it's become a bit of a thing. So
I'll join in on that.
good thing he has a sense of humor.
I'm the youngest kid, so I get picked on. So
Me
I want
too.
somebody else too.
Yeah, I was the youngest of four. So
Okay. Well, thank you so much for stopping
you. I
by, and I'll
appreciate
see
it.
everybody later. Thank you again for listening. I'm Nikki Clark, and this is Women Take the Wheel. Be sure to connect and follow on Facebook when you search for Women Take the Wheel podcast. And be sure to follow and subscribe right now to this podcast on the All Indiana Podcast Network.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network,
This is Women Take the Wheel.
with Nikki Clark. Follow and subscribe to this podcast now and discover even more great podcasts on the All Indiana Podcast Network. Online at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.
AllIndianaPodcastNetwork.com.